Well, Valentina Schevchenko is the greatest women's flyweight of all time, but this #1 contender believes that that distinction one day will belong to her. First order of business, dethroning the champion.
Yeah, she has to dethrone the champion, and a very good champion. But if confidence is the key, she has a ton of confidence. She believes that she's well prepared to do the unthinkable. No one believes that she's going to get the job done tonight, except for the people that are going to walk to the octagon with her. And in that strength, in that comfort in her team, she believes that she does something special tonight.
And I gotta say, though, this is not your mother's women's flyweight division, right? Very hard to get a second crack if she's not able to break through. With respect to Amanda Nunes, you can argue that Valentina Schevchenko is the greatest women's mixed martial arts athlete of all time. And by the way, I know you've been checking out that career mode. How about Schevchenko moonlighting as a coach?
I mean, if you're going to be coached by anyone, you want to be coached by this young lady right here. She has won everything that she has done. And look, you at the Performance Institute, before you get your lunch, you pop in and you see the champ. Valentina Schevchenko has the mind of a champion, but she also has the skills that have allowed for her to distance herself from the UFC flyweight division. She's a phenomenal fighter, and I'm pretty sure she's a phenomenal coach.
And man, has she put her small nation of Kyrgyzstan on the world map with all of her UFC success. Another big spot in a career full of them for Valentina Schevchenko here tonight. Tail the tape for this flyweight championship fight. And now one more time for the official introductions. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the UFC Flyweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Zhang Weili. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Flyweight Champion of the World, Valentina "Bullet" Schevchenko.
So Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready.
All right, here we go with round 1. A special feeling in the air as Valentina Schevchenko gets back on the proving ground here tonight. She has said, and I quote, "This opponent gives me the perfect canvas upon which to paint a masterpiece." What does that mean exactly? I kind of feel like Valentina Schevchenko might be highlight chasing here tonight. We'll see how she approaches the early portions of this fight. So both girls landing right out of the chute. Zhang gets touched by that kick there.
Beautiful job getting those hands up.
All right, early round action here, and Zhang Weili not wasting any time finding a home for that right hand.
A beautiful right hand. You know, we saw this in the Jessica Andrade fight, her title-winning performance, where she overwhelmed her with that shot that put her out. Zhang Weili is a tremendous athlete, and when she explodes into this punch, she is as good as they come.
Oh, this is some high-level, efficient, effective ground and pound by Zhang.
Nice pass. And now she's in mount.
Nice slip by her there. She's avoided a lot of these ground and pound offerings. Schevchenko's back into full guard. Well, she'll ground you and she will pound you. These strikes are really starting to add up.
They're starting to add up because now she's more willing to take chances knowing that she can land.
Posturing up now. Oh, and she lands a huge strike to the head.
She's stepping over the mount here.
Ground strikes really adding up for her now. Zhang's in half guard. Oh, and how about that? They make their way back to the feet. Crowd going crazy. What a moment for these two athletes.
The crowd is losing their mind. While they like the grappling, they love a good stand-up fight. Ooh, big shot lands.
Stuffs the takedown shot there. How good is her takedown, D? Oh, could be in trouble after that knee to the head. Lead hook is good by Zhang Weili. Best strike of the fight.
Her best strike, and you don't see this type of power normally in this weight class, but she lands, and she lands very effectively. Oh, my goodness! She lands a huge leg kick.
For under 2 minutes now to go round one. Oh, how good is she with her kicks as she goes to the inside of that leg hook?
She's good at every single kicking technique, and this is just another one she's putting on display.
Taken down for Weili.
Nice. Oh, right into mount.
Well, she's on bottom, but defensively avoiding a lot of these headshots. Half guard position for her here, and if you're the bottom fighter, this is truly a case of pick your poison.
Yeah, you gotta pick your poison. And if you're on the bottom, you gotta be trying to find a way to escape that bottom leg. You cannot allow your opponent, you cannot allow her to sit on your leg and just throw big damaging strikes. You've got to make sure you're on an elbow control, underhook, and getting back to your feet.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling could really be entertaining.
Ooh, look how tight that arm triangle is.
Oh, yeah, she's got it deep.
Still holding on to this submission.
Fighting hard herself. Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
Man, these women are putting on a show tonight. The crowd absolutely loving it as they make their way back to the feet.
The crowd's going crazy because they just saw two high-level grapplers mix it up on the ground. It was phenomenal to watch.
Immediately gets the underhook.
She gets to her spot, the tie punch, and then she starts to let the knees fly.
Oh, nicely done by her there. She's got the single collar in the clinch. Horn sounds for the end of round one.
Great job. Keep that pressure. Wow, your kickboxing is spectacular. I want you to keep doing just that. Your leg kicks are perfect. You see this?
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
So 5 minutes down, here we go with the start of round two. Valentina Schevchenko and Weili Zhang. All right, here we go. Next round is underway. She had no issues whatsoever finding her range in the previous round. Gotta think there's plenty more where that came from.
There is plenty more where that came from. She looked over to us at the commentary booth and said, I'm just getting started. She's feeling so comfortable and good in there that she's about to really let things start to fly. Beautiful kick to the body.
Oh, right hand lands again for Zhang Weili.
Zhang Weili starting to feel it now, man. She's starting to get off with that right hand. She's throwing it more often now because she has found that she can land it at will.
Nice job to get the foot off the canvas and to the target quickly. Beautiful inside leg kick by Valentina Schevchenko. 60 total strikes, which have landed for Weili Zhang. And the accuracy rate, 57%, above the UFC average. That's been a big story of this fight tonight against Valentina Schevchenko. She's starting to put together some significant body work here, and these are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Oh, she's looking to set up that head kick. No good. Weili gets the single leg takedown. Nicely done there.
Big right hook there by the champ. That was a slick transition.
She's defending pretty well here, avoiding a lot of these ground strikes. Zhang's in half guard. Right into side control. Well, she was long on grappling experience coming into the UFC, and you see her chops here, just beautiful when it comes to the transition game.
It's very difficult to keep up with her on the ground.
Good, solid strike on the ground. Shevchenko's in full guard now. All right, so she's able to work her way back to her feet now. Well, she has certainly picked up the pace here in round 2 and starting to find herself in the pocket a little bit. She was a little bit hesitant in round 1. No hesitancy whatsoever here in round 2. She has clearly found her rhythm and range. Well, she keeps prioritizing that calf kick, and now her opponent's calf starting to show signs of bruising.
She just took them. She had to check them before they started to accumulate. She's starting to really struggle with that calf now.
Oh, brilliant execution to land the roundhouse. Lead kick is true there by Zhang Weili.
The issue with that kick, as effective as it is, one gets checked, you got the Anderson Silva situation. Oh, nice. Nice.
Under 2 minutes here to go round 2. Just missing on the uppercut there. Schevchenko going for the body, missed with that kick. All right, so she defends another shot there, so the defensive wrestling has certainly been key for her here tonight.
Yes, it's been very important for her to stay upright. She recognizes when her opponent is level changing, matching the level and making her pay for every single takedown attempt. Not only is she sprawling, but on the way out, she's putting damage on her opponent.
He's had a huge strike right there, DC.
Great shot landed. Now she's got to go chase her down and get another one off to finish the fight.
All right, so a pretty good series of kicks by her there as she continues to really land at will tonight.
I mean, there is no tell to when she is going to throw that kick, and before her opponent can react, the leg is already back, loaded up again.
Shevchenko's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Well, no surprise, she attempts another takedown here. Pretty good entry, but not good enough.
She knows that if she continues to throw attempts, right, keep throwing things at the wall, eventually something's going to stick, and she understands that it only takes one for her to really take control of this fight. Lands a solid kick right there.
Final seconds of the round. All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, that's the end of the round, and the fighter has a cut on her nose. So that is something that certainly bears watching moving forward. Cut man racing in there. He'll try to seal that cut. She doesn't seem too bothered by it, but certainly something we'll keep an eye on here moving forward. Well, I'm just not sure how many more strikes she can take to that swollen area as they attend to her. We'll get you some replays.
Not many, J.A. She's in trouble. It's damaging, and every time another one lands on that type of swelling, it feels like a jolt of lightning through your face. She has got to move her head. She's got to be proactive in her defense so she's not taking too many shots.
Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Well, pretty good showcase for these two women in the previous round. As our next round gets underway, some risk management in the previous 5 minutes.
This is a big moment for both of these fighters. Somebody is really going to have to make a decision that they're the one that's going to get their hand raised. The previous round was way too close.
Can you believe she is able to keep up this output just as she did in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes here and not slowing down whatsoever? She looks like she could go 10 hard fives if need be tonight. Back and forth we go. Oh, nice overhand left. Well, without even looking at those stats bottom of your screen, you know that the most significant strike in this fight has been to the body. It has been there for her all night long. She knew coming into this fight that she didn't want to just headhunt, she didn't want to just leg kick. She had to attack the midsection, soften up her opponent. She has certainly done that here tonight. Zhang's thigh really starting to show serious signs of bruising here. Oh, gets the single leg takedown. Pretty good velocity on that one. Postures up and lands a brutal strike to the head.
She is so dominant from the top position.
Well, it is not the worst cut we've ever seen in the UFC, but a lot of blood donation happening right here, right now, as her opponent continues to target that area.
Yeah, I mean, you have a fighter in front of you who is so disciplined, who is so sharp. You have got to get on your bicycle, you got to get on the outside, limit the damage, get between rounds, and then try to reset, because right now, this cut is only getting worse.
All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet, and we are back underway.
She gets to the clinch. Look for her now to try to find the easiest path to a takedown. It could be a throw. It could be a single leg. It could be a double leg. It could be a slam. She's got all of her options available to her.
Ground and pound strike there now. Another ground and pound strike lands. Schevchenko's in half guard now. All right, so she lands another ground and pound strike here. We'll see if she can keep this activity up moving forward.
She's got to put a little more out there because now she knows that she can land.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Schevchenko.
She's so busy because it's working. She's doing a great job of landing those ground strikes.
Fighter able to reverse position on the ground and gain a dominant position. Nicely done. Schevchenko going to work here from the full guard. Nice combination of strikes, mixing it up pretty well here.
And there you go, again, half guard. And now she's in mount. Oh.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Schevchenko. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. Zhang's in half guard. All right, she's in the full guard here, DC.
She's going to be looking to pass, try to get to the next position.
Well, no surprise here. She backs off and welcomes her opponent back to the feet. Heavy leather landed on both sides in that exchange. Oh, she is as relentless as any striker on this roster, man or woman, eternally aggressive with her strikes. Got to be careful, of course, not to gas out, but so far so good for her here in this round. And that one certainly found the target. Schevchenko's thigh started to show serious signs of bruising now. Oh, knee strike right to the midsection there. Final 30 seconds of this third round. Schevchenko gets caught with that punch. Got to shore up the defense here. 20 seconds left. Weili goes for the takedown, unable to land. One of the better takedown artists out there. Nothing doing on that attempt. Oh, nasty cut on her nose. She is vomiting blood now. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, so the fight will continue, and as they attend to the fighter, we will get you some replays of all the damage she sustained in that previous round.
Well, her opponent looked like the best fighter in the world. That is partly due to her not being good on the defensive side. It seems as though she came in here with an idea that she would be able to tough it out. Now she's dealing with this horrible cut.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, 4th round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of the fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be harder. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion.
Both fighters throwing heat now. Well, she's leaking a lot of blood now. That cut is getting worse with every strike landed.
And the blood is flying. Her confidence is growing. She will continue to try and target that cut until someone has to come in here, ringside position, and stop her.
Trying to hammer that lead leg. Schevchenko gets absolutely pelted by that head kick. Trying to establish that jab once again. Well, this is one of the more active rounds we have seen all night long. Both of these women have realized success with the striking, and both seem damaged.
It's always fun when you get a fight like this, where you see the blood on both sides, where you see the swelling on both sides, where you see the concern from both fighters recognizing that, wow, I've got my equal in front of me. Let's see who can push through and get the victory.
All right, so no surprise to see her continuing to attack that area. That cut is going to get wider with every passing moment of the fight.
You know, generally you expect it to get worse. When you're fighting someone like her, you know it's going to get worse because she's as sharp and as crisp as any striker you ever step in the octagon with. So she's going to be on that cut and attacking that cut relentlessly.
Under 3 minutes here to go in the round. Oh, I thought she was going to get tagged there. Instead, slips her head off the center line. Man, those boxing chops paying dividends for her tonight.
I mean, the very last moment, she just makes a slight movement, and her opponent misses and finds herself in really bad position.
Oh, you can see her limping a little bit now. That leg is hurting for certain.
Doing great, girl. Doing great. Breathe and relax for me. Good. Stay relaxed.
Nice job by her there to block those shots. When you first go to a boxing class, the first thing they say is glue your guard to your face. Her guard's high tonight.
Her guard's high, and she keeps the elbow down. She does a great job of blocking the top and down low.
Go after the cut. End this fight. End it.
Just work.
Well, this is exactly the sense of urgency you'd want to see from her here. She's trying to keep the judges out of it, really lighten her up now. Man, that thigh is starting to show some signs of bruising. She's almost smirking about it, right? But
Yeah.
got to address it.
You can't laugh at it now. You can't laugh at all. You've got to do a better job of addressing it and deter your opponent from going back to the well, because otherwise, it'll just get worse and worse.
Schevchenko's in full guard.
Beautiful transition.
Stay busy.
Zhang's back in half guard. Oh, beautiful transition right into side control. Well, she did not miss a single grappling practice during this training camp, and here's your evidence. Outstanding movement on the deck.
She looks like a master of grappling with the great movement that she's showing on the ground.
All right, so now she's in the dump. Oh, looking for the gilly lock now. Might have the guillotine. Oh, she got that locked in quickly. It's tight.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up.
All right, well, through no lack of effort, she still hasn't been able to get the submission. You got to credit the defense at some point here.
Absolutely. This young lady is so present defensively when she's under attack. She never panics. She's so calm under pressure. She seems to be a person that can't be submitted.
All right, a lot of visible damage on that thigh as the leg kicks continue to land at will. We'll see if she can make an adjustment here.
She's got to switch her stances. I think that's the first step. They're starting to accumulate. They're starting to pile up. She's got to do something to try and change this. Right now, we're at a point now where there's no more time. She can't take that many.
10 seconds to go in the round.
Huh.
20 minutes in the can, 5 to go.
Nice job. Take a deep breath. Shake it out. Excellent work. Great ground control. She's lost down there with you. She can't hang.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, 5th and final round. All right, DC, here we go with our next round, and shout out to the Diaz brothers and everybody watching in the 209, because it looked like the Diaz sister there in that previous round. A lot of volume, a lot of accuracy on the feet.
She took that same type of approach. I will set a pace that you are not able to keep up with. I will put my hands on you over and over again. I'm not going to hit you hard every time, but I'm going to keep touching you until eventually you're going to melt in front of me.
Well, how impressive is this young woman? High volume of strikes in the previous round and picking up exactly where she left off here and not really showing any signs of slowing down. She looks like she could go 10 hard fives tonight if need be. Oh, Superman punch. Man, shades of Conor McGregor against Dustin Poirier, Magomed Ankalaev dealing with it against Jan Blachowicz. I'm not sure she can take one more calf kick and stay in this fight.
No, she has got to do something different. She is starting to get her legs beat to the point that the fight's going to get stopped. I mean, I really don't know what to say here.
Trying to find a home for that right hand. And now they are throwing both sides with conviction.
She's got the single collar tie.
Zhang's making things really difficult for the opposition now as the fighter continues to target that damaged nose. All right, there it is. She lands the calf kick yet again, and I'm not sure her opponent's going to be able to stand up too much longer.
Won't be many more, John. It won't take much more in order to get this fight finished. She has got to check, but she needed to check 20 of them ago.
Yeah.
Right now, it's too late.
Zhang going to work here from guard and doing a pretty good job, I might add.
She's targeting that cut and doing a great job of getting to it with those nasty ground and pound strikes.
Under 3 minutes remain in round 5.
She's stepping over the mount here.
All right, she postures up here, DC. We'll see if she can get those ground strikes going.
Watch for the huge elbows that she's known for.
Schevchenko's in half guard.
Hey, scramble, get up. Scramble.
Oh, look at that high-level grappling as the fighter reverses position and attains a dominant position.
She's got to be careful here.
Oh, you heard the crowd pop after that grueling ground battle. The athletes make their way back to the feet.
The athletes are up, and they need to take in the admiration. The crowd is appreciating the high-level grappling exchanges that they just experienced.
Well, not sure if there's an injury or something, but here we are late in this fight, and she absolutely needs a finish or she's not going to win this
Well,
fight.
she needs a finish. She's taking a beating. I mean, she's fatigued. She's exhausted. She sees a fighter that has gotten the best of her. I can understand the frustration, but she has to throw all that out the window and go and try to chase a finish. She's fatigued.
Oh, she continues to pour it on. She is landing at will, eternally aggressive with her striking, And she also has a pretty good gas tank, so she doesn't appear to be worried about that.
That punch didn't get through. Great defensive skills on display.
Oh, man, that calf is getting critical. It's hard for me to look at as a commentator. She can barely stand up.
She can barely walk. I mean, she is as tough as they come. She tried the poker face, but now the poker face ain't enough.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna have to stop this fight.
Single leg takedown. Under a minute now to go in the fight. Schevchenko's going for an arm here. Looks like a pretty good attempt here.
Great decision there. Maintain position over submission. Very, very smart. Great job not only reversing the position, but getting to your dominant position.
What an absolute war on a napkin in the center of the octagon. These women continue to stand and trade, and really both of them have landed at will all night.
They both have landed. Neither has shown the best defense, but it makes for a real fun fight. They're battered, they're bruised, they're cut, they're beat up. But we are looking at one of the best fights we have seen in a long time.
Final, Zhang's going for the sub here.
What a tight armbar.
Oh, she bails on the sub.
Hey, stop.
Well, what a performance by her tonight. On the biggest stage of her career by far, she's going home with a new piece of gold.
People wondered if she was ready for this. They wondered if she had the ability to shine when the lights were brightest. She did exactly that. She topped any performance she has ever had in the UFC, and she is now the new UFC champion.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 50-45. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and new undisputed UFC Flyweight Champion of the World, Zhang Weili.
Well, there is nothing in this sport quite like seeing a fighter who has yet to taste UFC gold become a champion for the first time. That is the reality we have here tonight. The fight goes